Picture this. The fastest hatches, sedans, and electric beasts of 2026 aren't just fast. They're built with precision, control, and technology that changes the way cars perform at every turn. Today, we're counting down the top 10 performance-focused cars of 2026. These cars show that it's not just about speed, it's also about mastery, control, and driving well in the real world. Number 10, 2026 Volkswagen Golf GTI. Starting our list is the benchmark for front-wheel drive hot hatches, the Volkswagen Golf GTI. Unlike competitors that chase raw numbers, the GTI focuses on intelligence, control, and efficiency. The vehicle is powered by a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that has a capacity of 2.0 liters and generates 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Depending on the vehicle, either a conventional 6-speed manual transmission or a 6-speed DSG dual-clutch transmission is used to transmit this power to the front wheels. When it comes to performance, reaching 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 5.6 seconds is a consistent result of a perfect launch. Not only does the GTI excel in terms of acceleration, but it also excels in terms of how effectively it utilizes the energy it consumes. As a result of the electronically controlled front differential actively distributing torque across the axle, the vehicle is able to pull itself out of curves without having to struggle for grip. The steering is accurate, the chassis maintains its flatness even when loaded, and modifications made in the middle of corners feel natural. Interior design of the GTI is contemporary and uncluttered. You are provided with sport seats, a gauge cluster that is entirely digital, and 3 different drive modes that can be customized to improve the throttle and steering performance. It gives more weight to clean inputs and momentum than it does to the application of brute force throttle. Because of the way it strikes a mix between speed, control, and usefulness, the GTI is a hatchback that continues to be important to enthusiasts. Starting MSRP, approximately $32,000. Number 9, 2026 Toyota GR Corolla. Next is the Toyota GR Corolla, a car that's less a tuned Corolla and more a Gazoo racing machine under a mainstream nameplate. The power comes from a turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that is 1.6 liters in capacity, and it produces 300 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. This is not about displacement, rather, it is about boost, responsiveness, and aggressive performance that is packed into a small shell. The chassis has been improved by Toyota by adding 45.6 feet of additional structural glue in order to improve the vehicle's stiffness and rear grip. The GR4 all-wheel drive system is responsible for the vehicle's traction and handling. This system gives drivers the ability to select modes for normal, track, or gravel driving, which facilitates the vehicle's adaptability to a variety of terrains. During extended periods of heavy running, a secondary air intake duct ensures that ideal cooling is achieved. The interior of the GR Corolla is still purpose-built, with sport seats, luxury trim that can be purchased as an option, and a JBL audio system that includes 9 speakers and a subwoofer. Through the use of active sound control, performance indications are transmitted throughout the cabin, resulting in a more immersive driving experience. Starting MSRP $39,920 to $47,965. Number 8, 2026 Honda Civic Type R. Moving to front-wheel drive dominance, the Honda Civic Type R focuses on extracting maximum speed through precision, not just power. The engine is a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder unit that produces 315 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. This power is transmitted solely to the front wheels using a 6-speed manual transmission. It takes the Type R approximately 4.9 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour when it is launched intentionally. Control is where the secret is hidden. The car is able to apply power without sacrificing the steering feel thanks to a mechanical limited slip differential, a dual-axis front suspension, and aggressive chassis tuning. It is possible to make a turn in an instant. The grip in the middle of the corner is consistent, and the car rewards the driver's commitment rather than covering up errors. The cabin is streamlined and designed with the driver in mind. It features firmly bolstered seats, a digital cluster with shift lights, and an interior layout that prioritizes performance. These elements all contribute to the car's track-oriented performance. Instead of focusing on luxury, the focus should be on speed that is both precise and honest. Starting MSRP, approximately $45,000. Number 7, 2026 BMW M135 xDrive. BMW's M135 xDrive takes a compact hatch and transforms it into a traction-first performer. This vehicle is equipped with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and a 2.0-liter M twin-power turbo 4-cylinder engine that is capable of producing 300 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque together. The BMW says that it can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.9 seconds, which is equivalent to around 4.88 seconds for 0 to 60 miles per hour in real-world conditions. Where the M135X really shines is in its traction. In order to prevent tire spin, the BMW xDrive all-wheel drive system is equipped with a mechanical, limited slip differential in the transmission. This allows the system to deliver torque in the rearward direction in milliseconds. The car is lowered by up to 8 millimeters, thanks to the adaptive M suspension, and the corner exit behavior is improved with sport steering. The M135 xDrive features a driver-oriented digital cockpit, M-specific drive modes, and a cabin that feels more like a compact Grand Tour than a stripped track machine. The interior of the M135 xDrive combines performance with daily usage. Starting MSRP, approximately $56,200. Europe/UK only, not offered in the US. Number 6, 2026 Mercedes-AMG A35 4 MATIC. The Mercedes-AMG A35 4 MATIC is the entry-level AMG that doesn't feel entry-level on the road. The engine is a 2.0-liter inline-4 turbocharger that generates 302 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. It uses an 8-speed automated transmission and a 4 MATIC all-wheel drive system to transmit its power. The official time for 0 to 62 miles per hour is 4.7 seconds. However, the actual time for 0 to 60 miles per hour is closer to 4.6 seconds. With engine mapping that is meant to reward higher RPM ranges rather than short shifting, AMG places an emphasis on acceleration that is motivated by traction first. The car maintains its composure thanks to adaptive dampers and chassis tuning, and the four-wheel drive system ensures that cornering is confident and free of twitchiness. Rather than having a standard hot hatch interior, the cockpit is designed to seem more like a command center, thanks to the presence of dual 12.3-inch screens, ambient lighting, and AMG-specific controls on the steering wheel. Starting MSRP UK £47,610, Europe only, not offered in the US. Number 5, 2026 Audi S3 Sportback. The Audi S3 Sportback demonstrates precise control wrapped in a polished package. The power comes from a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that is 2.0 liters in capacity and produces 328 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque by itself. The Quattro all-wheel drive system receives its power from a dual-clutch transmission with 7 gears. During testing of the US spec S3 sedan, car and driver recorded a time of 4.2 seconds as the vehicle's acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour. The torque splitter that Audi has developed is the most notable feature. This device distributes torque across the rear wheels, allowing the vehicle to rotate on corner exit rather than understeering like a standard all-wheel drive hatchback. A performance-tuned set of features and adaptive dampers are included in the optional S Sport package, which allows the driver to retain composure through a series of high-speed turns. The interior has an emphasis on performance technology without causing confusion, with digital gauges, performance pages, and a peaceful environment that remains even when the driver is driving aggressively. Starting MSRP $52,000 US dollars, 49,495 pounds, UK. Number 4, 2026 Volkswagen Golf R. The Golf R combines a small footprint with maximum performance efficiency. 328 horsepower is still produced by the 2.0-liter Turbo 4 engine, which is mated with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox and R Performance 4Motion all-wheel drive. According to the results of the tests, the acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour takes 4.1 seconds. The cornering advantage is its true strength. The rear differential is responsible for actively distributing torque from side to side, which enables the vehicle to spin around turns with a rear-driven attitude. It is capable of being driven on the track, and is also pleasant for everyday driving thanks to its drift mode and adaptive dampers with several settings. By incorporating a touchscreen measuring 12.9 inches, heated sport seats, and contemporary driver aids into the interior design without compromising usability, it is possible to drive aggressively without experiencing feelings of it being overwhelmed. Starting MSRP $49,455 US. Number 3, 2026 MG4 XPower. The MG4 XPower is an all-electric hot hatch that delivers EV acceleration like no other. It is equipped with dual motors and all-wheel drive, and it generates 429 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. Additionally, it is powered by a 64 kilowatt-hour battery. MG claims that it can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.8 seconds, which is equivalent to approximately 3.8 to 3.9 seconds for 0 to 60 miles per hour. Launch control, track mode, and cabin telemetry for power delivery, throttle response, and torque monitoring are all included in the electric vehicle, which provides drivers with a pit wall for the hatchback. The inside is outfitted with chairs in the form of Alcantara, a control panel that is floating, and connection with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto devices. Starting MSRP £36,745, UK Europe only, not sold in the US. Number 2, 2026 Audi RS3 Sportback. A 2.5-liter turbo inline-5 engine that generates 395 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, coupled with a 7-speed S-tronic transmission and quattro all-wheel drive, is what makes the Audi RS3 Sportback such a popular vehicle. To go from 0 to 60 miles per hour takes 3.6 seconds. The RS torque splitter, which actively changes torque between individual rear wheels for optimal turning precision, is the feature that distinguishes it from other vehicles. When exiting, the automobile rotates as if it were being directed from behind, which allows it to keep its composure in stacking pull moves. Having large brakes and damping that has been optimized for performance ensures consistent performance. The interior features a head-up display, a 10.1-inch MMI touchscreen, a virtual cockpit measuring 12.3 inches, and Sonos 3D music, producing a cabin that is both technologically advanced and focused. UK price, €62,400. Sportback not offered in the US. Number 1, 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 5N. The final car isn't just fast, it stays fast under repeated abuse. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N, it generates 601 horsepower, and when equipped with N-Grin boost, it can reach a maximum of 641 horsepower. The time it took for car and driver to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour was 3 seconds. There are several drive modes for sprinting, endurance, and drifting, and the electric vehicle launch is controlled, repeatable, and precise. Additionally, the gear shifts are reproduced through the use of N-shift paddles. With forcefully bolstered seats, a N steering wheel with shortcut buttons, and two 12.3-inch screens for gauges and infotainment, the cabin is designed to complement the goal. Even though it is a fully functional performance electric vehicle, it is nonetheless capable of being driven on public roads. MSRP $68,000. If you made it this far, you're a true enthusiast. Each of these 2026 cars isn't just about numbers. They're about engineering, control, and the way every system works together to deliver repeatable performance. From traditional hot hatches to EV monsters, these vehicles define what performance means today. Hit subscribe, because the next list we cover will push the limits even further.